Aloha and happy Saturday. So I'm writing between projects today, so I thought I would come on here just because, well, the title says it all. Because dipshit, because of his neglect and his putting his head in the sand and ignoring issues, now has a major problem and he wants you, YouTube viewers who love his content, now to pay for his neglected maintenance. Maybe if you didn't go out and buy 3 leisure suits, by the way, those are hilarious, and you decide to spend money on that, new Aloha shirts that cost, at Walmart, okay, probably $10 a piece. But the point being is he goes out and squanders money, but then comes back and boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo me, I need your money, boo-hoo, my friend, and boo-hoo. Too effing bad. Yeah, you need the money like you need a hole in your head. And I don't know if Ace, do you have the extension? Is that hey, aloha everybody? Is that the or is that our Elvis? Let me go through here. Let's see. Crystal, aloha. Killing time, aloha. Leanie, Cindy, Lou. Ace, Leanie. Elbow. Is it our elbow or another or the real elbow? Who knows? Well, he spelled every word right, so I'm going to assume that that's our Elvis. Stitching Girl, Callie Rose, aloha everybody. But yeah, so now that he I could cough up more than $1,000, but not for his neglect. I just paid in the past 6 months. I think I've spent $6,000 just repairing my truck because I don't want to have car payments. So I decided to put the money I had saved for a new car just to put it into mine because all I do is drive to the store and back. Occasionally I'll go to the other side of the island, but I don't want to have car payments. So if I didn't want to have car payments, then I repair my own rig. But that's just it. It's never left me on the side of the road. Mr. X bought you those? Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Mr. X did not buy those for you. And if he did, he's a bigger fool than we thought he was. So is that the real one or is that the fake one? Well, okay, well, there you go. That's our Elvis. Hey, Zaya. But yeah, so now he's sitting in a parking lot with his stupid decals with the wrong phone number on it, and his fancy blue puffy shirt that he conned somebody out of those for. Hey, Ricardo, aloha. And yeah, right, Cindy? Exactly. You checked? Is it, so it's our elbow? It's ours. Okay. I thought so. Because when every word is spelled right, I tend to think that that's the fake elbow. But, and I'm going to play the audio for you because I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. I went 30 seconds in and went, oh, okay, this deserves a comment. So here we go. And I'm going to comment over it. Because why? Because it's fair use. And I can do that.
Your feet come in individual sizes. Shouldn't your socks? At K11, our socks come in 11 individual sizes.
And ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
But I'm going to play it at a different speed.
The Royal Chariot, the Lisa Marie, my 1989 Ford Econoline E250 Class B camper van, converted by Coachman Corporation when I customized this rig. This video is going to be about the...
But wait, no, he said, I customized this rig? Wait. Whoa. Cool your jets there, Turbo. He didn't do one turn of a screw on that build. And sure is funny, he sure did run pretty fast when old Rosie came on G Mangoes. All right, Cindy, you forgot to remind me. And what did I forget? What do I always forget? Live chat. Oh, good grief. So
the front end components of this rig. As you guys know, for many years, I've had some issues with the front end suspension of this rig. You hear the violent noise, the bump.
Wait a minute. Didn't he tell us there's nothing wrong with the front end? There's nothing wrong with my front end. It's fine. And now all of a sudden he realized that there's something wrong. Well, that means that you let it get so bad that it's going to cost you 2 or 3 times more than it would have if you would have done it when we said you needed to do it, you dipshit. But I digress. Hey, aka Aloha. Chronic, aloha. Everybody, aloha. Kitten Cat. Wow. Okay, everybody's here. Wow. Who is Elvis? Only the biggest e-beggar on YouTube. I mean, he got paid yesterday, and he's whining and crying that he needs gas money. Well, boo fucking who? You need to figure that out, fat boy, because you ain't getting any more from us. I can guarantee that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Kitten Cat. Exactly. He's known for 2 years. And there's another one. Hey, fat man in a can. Where's your running board? Where's your hubcap? Huh? Oh, were we right about that too? I think we were. And I say we as because, you know, most people in my set tend to agree. So let's just continue.
Bumps and the shakiness on the rig. Obviously, I know that I have a suspension issue problem. I haven't been able to afford to fix it for many years due to finances.
Wait a minute. I haven't been able to fix it for many years. How much money did he get from Norm? Oh, darn it. Shoot. Sorry. How much money did he get from Norm? And he squandered away on hookers down in Mexico. And who was telling him the whole time, why are you worrying about the interior when you've got mechanical problems you need to fix? Who? Oh, us? Were we the ones that told him that? But I guess we're just trolls and we don't carry any weight. Well, guess what, Elbow? Zaya. Tough shit. Figure it out for yourself. You may have to find a cardboard sign and a crayon and make yourself a sign. You know, we know how low you've gone in the past. How low can you go now? I guess we'll have to see.
But now it's getting to the point where I'm going to have to fix it. So
yeah, you're going to have to fix it.
I can shed a little bit of light here, just a little bit of light here.
Until he kills a family.
The front end. I'm suspecting I'm going to need tie rods, ball joints, idler arms, sway bar shocks. I mean, all kinds of stuff. We're going to take a look.
That sounds to me like money, money, money. Aha, money, money, money. That sounds like a couple of grand there, old fat man in a can. What you gonna do? Hmm?
What I can see on the rig and what I can show you guys and observe.
He doesn't even know what the parts are.
I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a front-end specialist. But
Specialist?
look at this rig and some of the components, the suspension
Look
components
how it's squatting in the ass end. He's like 5 inches lower in the back than he is in the front.
We'll start from the back, and then we'll come up to the front. But this is primarily about tie rods and ball joints and stuff of that nature.
Yeah, no shit.
The back too a little bit on this video. And kind of maybe shed some light for some people on a lot of questions that they've had about the suspension of this rig.
We don't have any questions. We already know. We're the ones telling you that.
Right now, let me walk to this side. And again, this is my beautiful 1989 Ford Econoline Class B camper van.
No, because he found one in LA that he wants more than this.
Why does it sit so low in the back? And it's because it has a limited amount of leaf springs. As you can see, the rig here.
No, it's because all the weight is in the back, you dumb fuck. Excuse me, I gotta stop saying that word. But the reason it's squatting in the back, the water tank's in the very back, the generator is in the very back, the extra gas cans are in the very back. Could that be why it's squatting? It never did it before. But no, we don't know anything. We aren't SAC certified mechanics. We don't know what's going on. It's common sense. But we know he doesn't have any of that, so.
And that's not a good thing. I don't think it looks good like that. And also, it's not a good thing for weight distribution. And if you're going on deep, I might hit my rack in the back and my generator in the back and all that. So
no shit.
A lot of people ask, why is this hole in the back? Well, it's because it needs more leaf springs.
No, it doesn't.
So
You've not distributed the weight correctly.
I have, and why is it slow in the back? I do need.
It sits low in the back because you put everything in the back. Hello. That's called physics, folks. And those stupid signs, we need to call that number and tell whoever that phone number belongs to that some bum in Illinois is driving all over in his van using your number as a contact number. And I wonder how many people have actually called it. Yeah, and that's what I mean, Kit and Kat. And the water tank's in the very, very back. And we tried to tell him that if he does that it's going to squat. And guess what? It's squatting like a bitch.
More leaf springs. And if we count them here and get down here on the rig, you can see the leaf springs. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaf springs only.
6? It's because it
needs more than 6 leaf springs.
No, it doesn't.
The rig sit higher in the back. That's one issue that I've been having for years.
You have enough leaf springs. You have too much weight in the back.
I'll be adding more leaf springs to bring up the height.
Oh my God, you're so stupid.
We support memorable moments, concentration in hectic times, and focus to win the day.
That's one issue. All right, let's take a look at the front end right now. A lot of people have been waiting to see this, and I'll kind of show you guys a little bit here.
We already know.
All right. First of all, what we're looking at here is this is a side shock stabilizer, and this thing is, I think, on its way out.
You think it's on its way out?
I'm going to go ahead and take this off of this stick here so I can hold the camera a little bit better. This thing right here, I think the bushings on it are dry rotted. That's going to be needing replacement. I think this was put in maybe aftermarket by Coachman. But as you can see,
he's so stupid.
Are rotted out. It's probably leaked out most of its fluid.
Hey, Mrs. Wombat, aloha.
As I guess they call this a side shock stabilizer. I'm not exactly sure the exact name for it, but
you don't even.
It's pretty old.
You don't know the exact name for it. You don't know the difference between a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips head screwdriver. What makes you think you know anything about front ends or the parts that be? Exactly. He has been doing that. He goes to restaurants and he tells them, "Hey, I'm a food critic, blah, 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 blah." You know, and he's screwing, hardworking.
It's it's probably not in good shape. You know, if you take a look.
Probably not in good shape. Probably. Well, probably you dye your hair. Probably you have a big bald spot on your head. Probably you're a disgusting pig. Oh no, that one's true. Sorry, folks. I stand corrected.
Probably not in good shape. Again, I'm not a mechanic here, so now we're looking at here. I believe this is a tie rod here.
He's got a massive oil leak in there.
This is where the grease is not being held in. This needs to be replaced. There's dirt and debris getting in between there. That's in really bad shape. That needs to be replaced. I believe that is a tie rod. I'm not sure if that's your inner or outer, but that's one of the tie rods. And that looks like definitely that needs to be replaced.
And you know,
you can see the buildup of.
If he was a real nomad, he would know everything about his van. Exactly, Cobra John. I'm glad you came in because you're one of the few that I know for sure that knows parts and pieces. But, you know, hey, we already know that anyway. So
of debris and all that and dirt. So I'm sure that needs to be replaced right there.
You think? It needs to be replaced?
And I believe that's one of the tie rods.
Yeah, wait until you shear it off and your tire rolls out in front of you.
I've been told that these boots are probably damaged. They're not holding grease, so that probably needs to be replaced. That's another component.
Probably?
Right
no.
One right here. There's your castle nut. And there's another component right here for the front end. So
he wasn't probably told. He was told, hey, penny pincher, he was told exactly what needed to be done. And he asked the guy, well, can I get off cheap? And the guy goes, no, you've waited too long. You got to replace everything now. You know? And if I haven't said aloha to everybody, aloha, and welcome. Come in and set a spell. Let's listen to the man in the can beg for, oh, my friend needs to be replaced now. But you can go to eat out at a restaurant 4 or 5 times a day. None of us can do that. And we have incomes. Hey, Beta Boy Elvis, I have a question for you. The rumor that you're going to go show him how to fire an AR-15, is that fact or fiction? Inquiring minds want to know. Because I really hope it's a rumor. unless that's exactly what I said, Cobra John. He doesn't need more lead springs. He needs to get the weight off the ass end of that thing. Then there is a reason why the water tank was originally like almost in the middle of the van. That was for weight distribution. But what do we know? We're not experts. Please. Hold on, I gotta make some juice. Juice. Much better. Okay, caught up now. Yes, exactly. Not only can't afford it, it's so unhealthy, you know, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not an expert on food. That is one thing I am.
So, this is some various ones here, just to show you guys, to get an idea. Right off the bat, you can see, definitely.
Idea? Too bad. You missed that boat. You should have made those repairs when Norm gave you the money.
Let's sneak over here and take a look at this one here. You have another one here that's
and there's no grease on it.
boots are broken on that.
Oh God.
And you can't put
Are you
grease in there.
kidding me?
That's worn out. I believe that's another tie rod right there. Maybe that is a tie rod. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's not. But
oh my God, that thing's ready to shear off.
As you can see, it's not holding grease. So that's definitely has to be replaced.
Duh. And you can't just replace the boots, you dumbass.
So this is from what I can see here. I'm sure there's many other things that I'm not seeing, but this is just right off the bat things that I can see here and show the camera here.
You don't even know what you're looking at.
Component here, and you can see by this one also the rubber on there seems pretty dry rotted. So I'm probably sure that has to be replaced.
Duh, it's a 31-year-old vehicle with no repairs. Duh.
So.
Oh, let's see. Let me read the site. Stop it. Waddy hates hearing his voice. He gets all uptight. Let me catch him here. Well, he can be angry at the world all he wants because the world doesn't owe him shit. Well, there's a reason why you're losing your subs there, fat boy. Oh, Joni, you're going to get torn up in the side chat, honey. You might as well just leave right now because they're going to pounce on you. So if you don't want to hear unpleasant things about yourself, I kind of just suggest you just bow out quietly. Different, Joni? I don't know. Oh, it is. I'm so sorry. It's our porthole. I didn't read that all the way. Oh, porthole. Welcome. But if the real one comes in, yeah, don't. Yeah. Hold on. I am going to. All right, there we go. Now I'm set. Oh, it took me half the stream to figure it out. Well, you know, Cindy, I don't think even that's going to save him now. So.
I don't know what you guys can see that with the camera. And yeah, I mean, it just goes on and on, the stuff about the front end here. I mean,
yeah, it goes on and on, no shit.
But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit on camera here, what I'm dealing with and what might need replacing. Now, that one doesn't seem as bad. Now, looking at this one here, if I can drag myself here again, that one right there seems pretty bad right there. That one looks like it's in pretty bad shape right there. Looking at that one is dry rotted there. So I'm sure that needs to be replaced also.
Everything on your van is dry rotted, you dipshit, except the jungle room.
I'm not a mechanic. I'm just
It's not dry rot. It's mango.
And maybe give you guys a little idea of what's going on down here. And that's a little bit of the video here. There's what they call here. These are the kingpins. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. Maybe the lighting's not the best, but
no, if that was a real Elvis, he'd be going after me. So.
Get the camera to focus here. It's hard with the lighting, but these are the kingpins here, and they say that these get dry rotted too and have to be replaced over time.
Oh, here's
yeah, 30 years? Jeez.
You should feel, but not see, their ribs under their fur. Perfect size.
Damn commercials.
Cats.
Yeah, I don't know how good you guys can see with the lighting, but that's the best that I can do. Hopefully, you guys got an idea of
Funny, a
what's going
cat
on
food
here.
ad and he hates cats.
What I need to show on camera for you guys, you know, and this is another component here, I guess, of the front end. These are also bushings here.
Good God,
Hopefully you guys
it's
get an
amazing
idea
it
of what's
hasn't
going
broke down yet.
This is my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Oh, enjoyed it? Oh,
Maybe you
thoroughly.
guys can support me.
Support
As
you?
can see
No,
that,
you're on your own.
Yeah, these are in really, really bad shape.
Well, you should have done that when
And
you
I'm
had
gonna
money
need
from
some
Norm
support.
and not worry about the
So,
interior.
That's the best I can do for now to show you guys.
The best
with
you
my
can do
camera.
for now?
So please support me,
Well,
guys.
you better get a cardboard
If you
sign
saw
and
that
find a
much
good
Russian travel,
corner.
I need your support here, and that's the best way to support me. If this video was beneficial to anybody, let me know in the comment section below. Please give me a thumbs up. Again, I'm just trying to shed some light on what I need here for my rig. So,
Well, you better figure it
I
out.
look forward to hearing your positive comments, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Look forward to please give me a thumbs up. I look forward
Our
to
comments are you're on your own.
for Lisa Marie. I'd appreciate your support at paypal.me
Don't.
/Elvis Travels. Have a wonderful day.
And that's another thing. Don't ever PayPal him. Banksy Girl learned the hard way. Because once you PayPal him, he has all your information. And what does he do? He badgers you and threatens you and tells you that you need to keep giving him money because he has all your information.
Ladies and gentlemen from Chicagoland.
Well, wasn't that special, folks? Oh, elbow, elbow, elbow. Well, I'm surprised he didn't do a live hangout. He'll do one tonight of it, and I don't know if I'm gonna be around. I'll take my laptop with me. I got to go up to the farm again. I got some more work to do up there. Yep, the repair cost is more than that van's worth. Exactly. Yep, you got it. Yep. And nobody's going to put more lead springs. It's not going to work. You don't have room for more lead springs. Good God, you need to educate yourself, you fat man in a can. Oh, yes, the Everglades. Oh, that's a classic one. Gotta love that one. No, Rosie will let everybody else do it. Hey, Hoppy Aloha. Yeah, it needs a lot of stuff by a specialist. Probably Kitten Cat. Probably. He never services anything. And he probably changes the oil, but he never changes the filter. And that's harder on a vehicle than anything else. Okay, yeah, I know you did a cast, but I wanted to talk over him. Yeah, specialists. Well, didn't he already repair the steering box? All that was probably bad then. And he probably said, oh, I could wait. I don't have the money for it now. I'll just wait. So by the looks of it, I might go on Estimator. And I'll do that here in a little while. You can go on estimator.com and it'll give you the estimated costs of repair on a vehicle. That's how I knew when mine was getting fixed, I wasn't getting ripped off. So because with all my repairs I did on mine, not one estimate came over. More than not, it came under. Balloons, maybe a used condom, maybe. I'm sorry I said that. is this doing this? My laptop doesn't like me sometimes. Oh, yes, Cleopatra. Oh, wow. I have almost as many watching than he does. But you all can comment. How about that? Self-flushing oil system. I never heard of that before, but he maybe somebody told him that. Oh, good grief. All right. I'm now going to oops. Sit back. All right, now I can see the side chat. Well, honey badger, that would be if he hadn't let it get so far and so bad. But you have to figure his van being it's heavy duty and being that it has to have a bay and a lift that can accommodate that, he's going to pay probably 50% more than he would if it was just a regular van. Oh God. Oh, more Rorschach tests on the ceiling of the jungle room, huh? Yeah, I figure it's about $4,000. But being it's $4,000, that's more than that thing's worth. Yeah, what happened to the oh my tooth, oh my jaw hurts, wah wah wah. Yeah, cast is great. We have so much fun over there. I don't think that's going to happen anymore, Chronic. I think that ship has sailed. And Bondo is cheaper. So is bubblegum. Yeah, the blink in the eyes and the blufferitis and the this and the dry skin and the this and the that and the. I mean, for 2 months, all he did when he came on was, "Oh my health. Oh, I have this. Oh, talk about the biggest hypochondriac I've ever experienced in my life." Not only that, is he bitches about I mean, if he had a hangnail, he would show it to us and say, "Well, I probably should go to the hospital to have that taken a look at. I sure don't want to get it to pull off and start bleeding." Hey, Maria, aloha. Yes, we do, Ace. Yes, we do. Oh, I'm sorry, Chronic. Yeah, Norm has found him somebody else to pay attention to him. So, oh God, Leanie, if we did that, we'd never be able to walk again, Leanie. I mean, good God. Can you imagine? We should actually do that in one hangout. We should actually, and maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get one of those counters that you can count every time, um, to see how often he says, Sweet or PayPal or any number of other stupid things. Yes, it is. Yes, it is toast. Burnt toast. Why did he stop giving him money? I think it was because Norm gave him money to do certain things with, as I'll give you $100 if run naked through McDonald's or something. But he wouldn't do it, so Norm had somebody else do it. So, well, if you last another 3 months, then that's going to be winter. And where are you going to be a winter? Oh, that's right. Janet, your sister's couch. Imagine that. Well, we can only hope so, Boris. It's been pretty boring when he doesn't chimp. But he did chimp on G Mangoes the other night. Oh boy, did he. I pin the tail on the elbow. The only reason you hate Janet's couch is because it's a love seat. And not the kind of love you're thinking about. Well, you can't have a vehicle for 31 years, almost 32. Um that you neglect regular maintenance on. Well, sympathy only gets you so far. It sure doesn't open our wallets anymore. Yes, that's the night he ran from Rosie. Yep, sure did, like a little bitch. Like the little bitch that he is. Can't face the reality. Wants to come on everybody else's panels and be Mr. McNasty. Exactly. 20 miles to get gas, 20 miles to get a sandwich. Well, you run through $60, $70 worth of fuel when you only get 7 to 8 miles per gallon. Back it up, back it up, back it up. No, I don't want to back it up. Why? Because I don't know how. He's living somewhere, Boris, because he's clean shaven every day. And even when he was living at the Shine Shack and had his own personal bathroom and shower, that he didn't take a shower every day, and sure as hell didn't shave every day. So he's staying somewhere because the gyms aren't open, so we know he's not doing it at the gym. And we think he got kicked out of Panera Bread because he was using their lobby as his own personal studio. So, hey, Christina, aloha. Yeah, though that's what we said a year ago, Christina, that the whole front end's going to fall out. One good pothole and it's done. And my greatest fear always has been and always will be that when he has a catastrophic failure in that van, that he doesn't take out anybody else. Yeah, I know that Cobra John. Yeah. Yeah. He says go to his spot. And Mr. X it lives on a dead end street, and at the dead end is the freeway. And there's a 20-foot cement wall between the freeway and the house, and he's got a big yard. So what does Elba do? He just goes parks at the end of the street. She was married, but not anymore. Give me the password. Yeah, Joe King. And you know the funny thing about that is he pays almost more in gas than I do for rent. There's only about a $50 difference in what he pays for gas and what I pay for rent in Hawaii. Watch your quality content. You don't have any quality content. Come on now. Be real. Oh, God, the diaper man. Good grief. Educate him, Ace. Educate him. Yes, you can just look at it and tell everything needs to be replaced. Are you kidding? It is hilarious. And you know the sweetest part about it is he ruined his own channel. He can't blame that on the trolls. We're not a part of it anymore. He can't blame it on YouTube because he's been in it for 6 years, 5 years. He knows how YouTube works. Well, you think what you want, 123, but um, sometimes I think there's somebody in there not as HX Amber, but all three of those girls, HX Amber, Linda Lou, and Sherry Anna, he dogged them one night. He told them that he doesn't need their um, membership then because they asked him a question that he didn't like. So they basically said, well, gee, sorry that we, tried to help you, but if that's the way you're going to treat us, then adios. Oh, Joe King, I was wondering that. Thank you for clarifying that. That just made him a liar again. I mean, how can you tell when Zaya's lying? It's because his mouth is moving. Yeah, he pissed him off, Cindy. He's already been told by a mechanic that all those tie rod bars and the ball joints and all that needs to be replaced. He's already been told that by a mechanic. Because he wouldn't know what it was unless somebody told him what it was. And we were listening to the guy, he was live streaming it, and we were listening to the mechanic telling him, hey, all that you can't just, and he goes, well, can you just replace the boots? And the guy laughing and he goes, no, you have to replace all the parts. You can't just replace a boot. Diversifying his YouTube folio. Oh, well, if he was smart, which, okay, we know he's not, I stand corrected. But even if he was, he would start a second channel, where he can bitch and moan and complain and scream and swear and be nasty and dirty and disgusting. But I guess that would take effort, and, well, he doesn't have much of that. What he does have now is a big repair job coming up. Maybe it's time for old Zaya to get a job. Maybe so. Maybe time. He's got 3 new leisure suits he can wear at a job where he's sucking the shit out of a porta potty. That's about the only job he's qualified for. Oh yes, the other mechanics. Yes. Let's talk about the sheared off studs on his wheel hubs. Imagine that. 3 on one wheel and another one on another. But, well, it's got 7 more. I don't need to replace it. It's fine. Yeah, until you hit that never bottomless pothole, and it eats the whole front end of your van. But chronic. Yeah. Hey, Jay Berlin, aloha. No, it's not going to make him money, but it's sure going to entertain us, though. And we haven't seen him chimped out on his own thing for a long time. And he doesn't want to do it and dirty delete it because they're saved anyway. No, he had the tires replaced last year. That's one thing that Norm gave him money for that he actually did do. He did put new tires on it. But he got tires that are barely rated for the weight of that van. And it's so overweighted in the back now. It's a rowing nightmare. And it's sad to think that if something happens, more than likely on the freeway or, even on surface streets, that he doesn't have the calmness and awareness that if he has a catastrophic failure, how to keep from hurting other people. But he doesn't care about other people, so. He probably did go to the ER for an ingrown toenail. He went, a couple of, yeah, well, I don't know if it was an ingrown toenail or walking around in nasty gas station bathrooms and then wearing the same shoes into your home. Just like you did on the rancho, walk in the mud and then walk all over the floor without kicking your shoes off first. I mean, that would have been the smart thing to do, is leave your shoes at the door. Because here in Hawaii, nobody walks in the house with shoes. We just don't do it. Because there's wild chickens, and I mean, I have chicken poop all over my front walkway today because the chickens decided that they were going to come and eat one of the plants in the front of my house. But we don't walk in our houses with shoes. And you can go to almost any Hawaiian house and there's a pile of flip-flops at the door. Yes, I stand corrected, Joe King. Flip-flops. Present ones at that, you know. You've lost 5 pounds, please. Yes, he is, Joe or Jaberlin. I think he said he's down to 35. He never got over 80, he said. I think he said his the most membership he had was 80 or something like that. But it doesn't matter because there's only 2 or 3 people in his side chat talking at a time. Yeah, James Dean. Go hit your friend up, James Dean. He's the brother. I mean, you outed him on his marijuana and growing and all that stuff. Sure, let him help you. Yeah, exactly, Ice Techer. He is one breakdown from disaster. It is. And why does he think, and the reason why he has so many people watching the live stream, not at night, but when he's driving, is because we're all waiting for the front end to disintegrate. You know? Exactly, Cobra John. Porkwood. See, that's what I mean. Yeah, I do. Shazam, I do too. Because I don't want him hurting anybody else. I used to not want him to get hurt, but he'll get in his own way anyway. So, that's just going to happen. Well, she might, but it's only going to be a couple of bucks. She's. Well, he said he was up to 80, but he said now he's down to like 35 or something like that. But I don't buy that either. Yes, VMAC, North Shore Towing. Where are you when we need you? Oh, they got his number though. Oh, they're on to him. They drove by him and took a picture of him in the van so they could show it to their other drivers to be on the lookout for this van. Well, Boris, I think that's a brilliant idea. Head for the hills. Sasquatch. Well, if y'all didn't see the one video I made of the hairy jogging suit, that I think he posed for it. It was squatting. Once they put that tank back there, and then once they put the generator on the back, it's squatted since then. Because that generator is probably a good 200, maybe 220. He wants us to pay for his front end repairs that he did a video on showing, trying to show everything that needed to be fixed. Well, you didn't have to show us. We already knew. But he wants everybody else. He hasn't had it done because of financial reasons. No, it's not because of financial reasons. It's because it's not broke yet, so he doesn't think it needs to be fixed. But it's also that he worried about the interior of that van and not the mechanics of it. But that's just allegedly, supposedly, my opinion. No, he doesn't cook in the van. No, no. And the only thing he would cook is maybe boil water for tea. And he doesn't even do that anymore. I actually think that there's a propane leak. And he's afraid to run it because he tried it the other day. So, there's that. Yeah, I'll open my wallet for him. I got a punch card at Genki Sushi. I think it's filled out. He can get one sushi dish, you know. He can have my Genki card, you know. Yes, Ace, it can. It sure can. Why does nothing work? Because it's 30 years old, Cindy. And those vehicles are not meant to be lived in. They're a recreational vehicle, which means you may have it out a month in the summertime, maybe a couple times in the spring, but not 24/7, 365 for 5 years. It's just they're not made for that. Well, the second gas tank has a vapor lock, which is really stupid because that's I don't know. I'm not even going to get into that one. Yes, he could do it himself. Uh, well, Hop, that could very well be. We need to go fund me for the bugs, right? No, here it is. Even the bugs were grossed out, so they jumped ship. So it's pretty bad when your living environment is so bad. Even the maggots commit suicide. They're or Harry Carrier walk the plank or whatever you want to say. But H your CV joint, please. I don't even think he has the tools. Nope. He doesn't have the knowledge, that's for sure. He killed the bugs with hair dye. Oh. And all that does is makes his bald spot all the brighter. And it's getting bigger and bigger by the day. I guess that generic Rogaine down in Tijuana didn't work so well. Hmm? The Vivid Dream, was that the ones where the bugs were crawling up his arm? Well, you can't fix a toilet seat because he doesn't know what a toilet is. He would rather go out in the middle of the grass in a field and squat. Oh, yes, Cobra John. Yes. He's been dying to suck. That just for men hair dye. There's people died from that stuff and burnt their scalp so bad. Maybe he'll get a batch of the bad ones. Hey, quirky girl, aloha. With a Walmart bag. Right, tied around the neck. No, he just points at something. Yeah, that might be this, or yeah, that might be that. No, we were there. And you can actually go back and you can listen to the mechanic at the Woodsman's Market, where he likes to go get his gas. That, and actually, you probably should, because there's some really interesting conversations between him and hey, Robert, aloha, between him and the mechanic. He's telling the mechanic, well, here there's 12 points on here to be greased. And the mechanic basically goes, what are you talking about? That has to be up to Joe King. If you want to get into cast. Oh, they're starting to hand out utensils. Well, that's he eats with his hands anyway, you know? Yep, all the clowns. And then so the mechanic told him, well, we can't grease those because your boots are not even there. And he goes, boots? He goes, yeah, that holds the grease onto the part. He goes, I can see daylight through them. Well, you may not want a job, but you're probably going to have to. I know how hard it is for you to humble yourself, Elbow. Time for him to grow up was 10 years ago, Brad. Hey, no more barking. Mind your business. Hey, hey, mind your business. Somebody's outside. Yeah, exactly. That was my train of thought. Thank you. I meant to say he was talking about his lady boots, right? And the guy told him, you can't just replace the boots. You have to do the whole thing. It's a package deal. And of course, he thought that guy was pulling his leg, and, and he probably took it to another mechanic and probably told him everything needs to be replaced. So, but there's an oil leak or something on there, because there's an awful lot of grease on that one side that they weren't able to grease. So, who knows? Exactly, Hop. Exactly. All right, let's see what that is. Good grief. And that's, the funny thing about it. He puts this picture of this van that he likes because it has a bedroom in the back, and they want 20 grand for it. Well, he's probably thinking, well, the Lisa Marie, that van's only 2 years younger than Lisa Marie, about the same mileage, but everything else is shit on it. Yeah, and that's just a regular truck, Boris. I mean, he thinks that, he looks things up. He doesn't realize that because it's a heavy duty vehicle, that things are going to cost more than a regular vehicle, than a regular truck. Brandon, he tried that, and they told him they don't hire perverts. So, that was dashed. Okay, Cindy, love you. Well, yeah, we want to see tears too, but he'll do a live stream tonight about it. That, true, but he's not going to get what he thinks it's worth because he took the toilet out, and that's the whole point of a Class B, is because there's a toilet in it, albeit very inconvenient, but it's still there. So, and with the mechanical issues that it has, and the wear and tear that it has, and nothing works, he'd be lucky to get 5 grand for that. And that's pushing it. Oh, Alpo, you're not blocked. Hey, Kitchen Kev, aloha. The toilet rules. No, I don't think he'll do it. I don't think he'll have open chats anymore. Because he has said so many times and so loudly that he's not going to do it again. And then if he does, he's a hypocrite. Oh, well, he is anyway, but I mean, even more so. Well, 2 cents, I don't know if he is going to joking. And frankly, nobody really cares anymore. He wants the drama. He wants to expose where he's at. He wants to say where a place that he's at. So people will call either the police or the establishment or whatever. All that does is give him drama to comment on. And nobody is doing that. Nobody's calling the cops. Nobody's calling the establishments. You know, so what does he have to talk about? Nothing. He says the same thing. He probably in a 1 hour hangout, he probably has only 10 minutes of talking that he hasn't repeated himself, because 90% of that hour hangout he repeats what he's always already said before. So if you break it down and you squish it all together and not repeat himself, it's maybe 7 to 10 minutes long. Well, I don't know. We'll see if he does. Yeah, nobody cares anymore. Exactly. And for parts, not really, because the parts reflect the age of the vehicle. Exactly, Joe King. Exactly. Well, that's what he does on, every time he goes up on somebody's panel, instead of keeping it clean like he does on his channel, he goes for the gutter response and always turns sexual. Always. Why? Because he's a giant pervert. And because he doesn't have anything else to talk about. And wants to bring up old shit that's happened a long time ago. No, that's Joni. No, it was Joni Fartwood. I think it was Fartwood or Portwood. Partwood, something like that. I don't know. It wasn't the real Joni. Uh-oh. You're old and cranky now, Ace? Oh. Porthole. I'm sorry. So sorry. Well, there's the three. Okay. Here's the three stooges of Boyd. You've got Elbow. You've got Bergs. And you've got Rich Life. The Three Stooges. Hands down. Not one of them could make their way out of a wet paper bag. Um, they're both perverts. Well, Rich Life and Elbow are. Rich Life has the vocabulary of a 10-year-old. And same with Elbow. He just tries to sound smart. But no, I think the three of them, hey, I see Aloha, should, have an on the road talent show. Bergs could play guitar and Elbow could try to sing. I mean, try. It's not that he can, but he could try. And Rich Life, he'll just drive the bus, or the van. They'll all pile in his little minivan and travel all over, the country. And, we'll have something else to laugh at. What you getting, Kev? Pizza? Yeah, I've got to get going here shortly too. I got stuff I need to do, and it's sunny in between the rain. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here because I do have a life and I do have things that I need to get done. But I'll take my laptop up there with me, and we'll make it a day. So, all right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Have a safe Sunday. Is Monday a holiday? I think Monday's a holiday. I think that's why I'm house sitting. I think it is. Anyway, if it is, have a happy Monday. And until next time, aloha.